There are going to be a lot of moments where you simply just feel like giving up. You've tried everything. You've done what you've watched on YouTube. You've tried things that the doctor maybe had been telling you, things you read on Google, and nothing seems to be working. It almost feels like it's an incurable disease. So you go on maybe Facebook and you start chatting with others, trying to figure out how did they get through it or what are they doing to get through it. I'm going to tell you a lot of the times I was in this position. And honestly, I wasn't as bright as a lot of you are out there, and really taking into your own hands, really, and finding groups to join. I almost thought I was the only one dealing with this. I mean, yeah, I got on Google and I searched things up and I read things and I tried things out. I got so desperate one time that I literally made my own little irrigation device using a water bottle and a writing pen. Hollowed the pen out so that way it was a little device that I stuck into the bottle with the cap still on it and tried to irrigate my ear. I mean, things like that, that you just get to this sense of desperation where it's like you're willing to try anything, you're willing to watch anything and try to get through this madness of a condition that we're all facing here. And that's why I devoted a lot of my time to coming on here to really explain to everyone out there that it feels incurable. It feels like there's no end to this thing, but eventually, gradually, you start getting better. And I wish I had the exact remedy or the exact blueprint to what it is that you're missing or lacking that's going to help get to the finish line. And I've devoted a lot of videos to this condition, and I can feel that there's quite a bit more still needed. And just in general, not really coming on here and trying to be a doctor or trying to be someone that has all the answers, but more of a support factor of all of you. Things that I've tried that actually given me improvement, things that you might not have tried when it comes to the natural perspective of things, different foods, different technology that we can use to help heal ourselves, or resources or contacts, anything that I can provide, that's going to be the best and for the best turnaround for you all. I just want everyone to know out there, if you're in this position where you feel like giving up, your thoughts are going all over the place. I've spoken to many of you on a personal level because of your thoughts are starting to go all over the place and you're just not sure how to pick up all the pieces. I want you to know that there is an ending to this. It may not be in a month. It may not be in 2 months or maybe even a year. I went 3 years like a kid waiting for their new toy to come home. I was just hoping for that new sense of healing. You don't realize how valuable healing is until it's taken from you. You don't realize how important your health is. And when it's snagged from you and you just kind of like you're functioning with this thing, and it's so confusing. The whole thing is a lot of you are just simply confused. I realize that's what it is mostly. It's the confusion factor. It's not knowing where this came from. What did I do wrong? Did I drink something I shouldn't have drank? Did I eat something I shouldn't have eaten? It's a multitude of things, and I really want to take time to kind of give you that sense of relief that you're not by yourself. And there's a lot of groups that are going to be helpful for you, not just on YouTube. There's a lot on Facebook. There's a lot of people struggling with this. And I just want to be that advocate that can help bring a little sense of light. I had to try a number of things. Like I told you, my little experiment, my little homemade irrigation device failed miserably. It didn't do anything but put more water in my ear and made it even worse. Probably got an ear infection from just that alone. Never try to make an irrigation device using a water bottle and a hollowed out writing pen to try to put it in your ear. You do these things because you're just feeling a sense of desperation. And my voice is to tell you that if you're at that point, that doesn't mean that the door is closing on the healing. Like your healing, imagine your healing is right through this figuratively, this door. And just because things are failing doesn't mean like that door is shut with a master lock on it and chains going around it on top of it and things like that. It just means your process of eliminating. Try to tell your brain that you're in a sense of process of eliminating, that eventually you're going to hit right onto that missing piece that's going to start opening things up for you. It's almost like becoming, if you're a person that wants to get better with your health, you want to be wealthy, you want to be educated, it takes time. Sometimes you don't know where things are going. You don't know what direction you're supposed to go in, and you're in this sense of you're feeling disgruntled because it's disrupting your happiness. And anytime your happiness is being disrupted by any sort, a person or a thing or a location, you're going to start losing a lot of hope. And I want all of you out there listening today that the hope of healing is not closed. Our mind is telling us that we've tried everything, we're going to just say whatever. If that is where you are currently with this whole condition, with this condition in general, just keep giving it your best. I really wish I came here with that remedy or that exercise or that thing. But right now, it's all about trying to get your mind into a perspective of belief right now. This is really at the point where it doesn't mean just sit around and like hope for it to go away. It means keep trying to find what is going to help you feel better. It may take a while to find that. For me, it was a combination of many things. Getting my diet back into check, getting my posture back into check. The red light helped me reduce some of that inflammation. Going to the dentist regularly and actually getting proper cleaning and proper services at the dentist office. All these things collectively, it was like a wake-up call to my own health, telling me you have a lot you still can be doing. You have some improvement you can still be making. Don't just say I've tried everything and say, oh, okay, this is the way I'm designed to be now, and I'm just gonna rest assured on this. You have all your limbs, you have all your organs, and things are just needing to be recalibrated in some way. Things are needing to be, modified in your overall lifestyle. It could be the way you're living your life. It could be the stress you hold in. There's a multitude of things, and the thing about it is doctors can do all that they can do. They can do their services that they can render services for you and do all those things. But when it comes down to it, the real test is when you leave the doctor's office and you get in that car and go home. That's where the real test starts. No matter what doctor you see, what office you go to, or what type of service they have for you, you're going to have to look at everything you're doing. Because honestly, I was my own enemy. I was doing most of my own, the problems I was going through was coming from me. There was no doctor that could really help me. What I used doctors for were confirmation factors, where they checked things that I couldn't check and tell me that I was okay. Then I take that information and go run with that. So I hope this video was very helpful for you. I hope it gave you a sense of understanding and a little bit of hope, because that's what we need in order to heal. You need some hope. And if you don't have it, work on it, start developing it, get it back up to where you feel comfortable having it, and you'll be right back to where you used to be and the way you used to feel.